Francois got a call no parent wants to hear, that there was a mass shooting at his 11-year-old daughter's school. He rushed down to the school where thankfully he was reunited with his daughter, Chloe. Vincent, thank you so much for joining Top Story tonight. You just heard that interview there. We got the perspective of the students inside the church. In some ways, what parents are going through tonight, and at least two families are going through tonight, is so much worse. Talk to me about what happened when you got that phone call, and what does a parent do when they get a call like that?
So I got a phone call from my wife saying there's a shooting at the school, and I'm like, okay. They don't really panic. I just took the car because I was away from the house, and then just decided to drove back to the house, let my car by the house because we live 3 blocks from the school. And as I walk, I talk to an officer, and I start to be emotional and say I'm a parent, and they did a really good job. And so we rushed to the school. We went to we were gathering into the gymnasium. By that time, my wife had texted me again, telling me Chloe was okay. I couldn't get any news. I was on my phone. Nothing was coming up, so I wasn't sure what was going on. And I was walking down and tried to find my family, and I found them, and we all hug and cry.
Yeah, what was that moment like when you were able to sort of hug your daughter?
I mean, it's pure love. It's very emotional. She saw me first, and she just cried, and she's all, I wasn't sure what was going on, and I decided to don't go to the panic mode. I decided to just say, okay, let's take one step at a time. And I wasn't sure how bad he was. But as I got to the place, I saw how bad he has been. And so at that moment, you just hug each other, and you're so happy. And you just, everything is like coming at you. You just have time to think. So, and then after that, they transfer us to the auditorium. And as the news came in and we found out about injury, we didn't know there was 2 kids who lost their life at that time. And we found out much later. And I don't know what to say. I mean, it's a blur. We're so overwhelmed. But we have been able to get to his other family. We're gathering all together. The Annunciation is such a tight community. It's like a small village in the city. We all together. We happened to go on vacation actually with a group of 20 family last year. I mean, and so people are asking us, what are you going to do? We don't know what we're going to do. We're going to take this one step at a time. And we have so much help. I've been walking, since I live nearby, I've been walking my dog around, and people come and hug us. And it's, I think for me, it's a bit of, a year ago, I told my wife that, first I'm from France, but I say a year ago I told my wife, every time we drop our kid to school, we don't know if we're going to see her. And it sounds pretty dramatic on that day, but people need to know that every morning you drop your kids at school, you're just not going to know if you're going to see it.
Vincent, I do want to ask you, your daughter Chloe, what are you going to tell her about this? We just heard that 13-year-old boy describe what he saw. I can't imagine how his parents are sort of like talking to him and asking him and kind of going through that trauma. What are you going to tell your daughter Chloe about this?
Well, those kids, they're super smart. They're super open-minded, much smarter than we were at their age. And she make us promise to don't hide anything from her. So we're not going to hide anything from her. I just told her it's just a sick person. It's just something that we won't be able to explain all the way. We will try to help. We don't know what we're doing. Okay, we just taking by the hour. I just gonna be frank with her. We just gonna tell her, that it's just people who are sick in the head, and they struggle, and so it's what happening. And sometimes you just can't explain everything. And so,
Did you know,
and we're gonna need help.
Vincent?
I mean, we're gonna need help.
Yeah. Do you know if Chloe, does she remember what happened? Did she see what happened? I know she was in the church.
Yeah, so
there was so much chaos.
You know what she said, and hopefully I don't say this without losing it here, but we already went a bit of a counseling. She said she really thought today she was going to die. And sorry. And it was complete chaos. She is feeling really guilty that she wanted to help more people. We're getting piece and snippet of what happened today. She's not really talking much about it yet, but we hear from other kids, even the interview you just had. But basically, I don't think they realized at the beginning what was going on until blood start to go and scare, and they've been scared. I mean, as I say, she thought she was going to die today.
Vincent, I can't imagine what that's like for a parent. I am so sorry you're dealing with this right now. I'm so sorry your daughter Chloe is dealing with this, and that entire school of Annunciation, we will be, and I know people say it is a cliche, but it's a Catholic school. We will be thinking about you and praying for you, and we promise to keep covering this. And I thank you for your time tonight. Thank
you very much. And just know that it can happen to everyone. And this is a society we're living in, and it's a sad time.